Hi Pisces, welcome to my channel. My name is Sheena, and this is going to be a general reading for the month of December leading into January. For those of you who are already subscribed, welcome back. Now, these readings, I'm not, even though I say it's for December leading into January, whenever you happen to watch it, hopefully it will resonate with you. So to not focus too much on the exact time, although I will post the date when I recorded this reading, okay? Let's see what's going on, Pisces. Oh, before I continue, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it on camera, but if you notice that my hand, this particular hand, but my hands and my nails look a little yellowed, I just want to be clear that it's not jaundice, okay? And it's not a curry stain. It's actually from lemongrass essential oil. If you didn't know, I'm letting you know. Be careful. It stains the skin and the nails. So yeah, I have lemongrass. I got lemongrass all over my hands, and now I have this sort of yellowing, a yellow complexion. But yeah, I don't know how much you can see it on the camera. All right. All right, Pisces, let's get into it. What's going on with Pisces? Okay. Let's see. Interesting. The well in the reverse, seeking truth, wisdom, insight, intuitive knowing, return to the source, getting to the bottom of things. Okay, so recent, past, or present, someone here, you or someone connected to you, closely connected to you, has been avoiding death. Okay, they've been avoiding, someone here is avoiding going or getting to the deeper root, deeper cause of an issue or circumstance, avoiding truth, right? Not wanting to be honest with ourselves or others, ignoring our intuition, ignoring our gut instincts. You know, and for some, there could be this could be for one person. We don't want to go back to our mother's house, or we don't want to go back to our original home. Okay, there's something here about maybe there was an opportunity, an offer, or an invitation to go back home, or to go to specifically mom's house or where we grew up. And someone was avoiding this situation, or doesn't want to do it, or didn't want to do it. Pisces, interesting. The corners of the mouth, nourishment, health, well-being, providing for others, creating balance, nurturing the body, mind, and spirit in the reverse as well. So there could have been an argument, or we need to be advised is that we need to be careful or more careful about our choice of words, and the way in which we nourish ourselves. Perhaps we've been avoiding the fact or ignoring the fact that we need to be nourishing ourselves better, that we're not taking care of ourselves, or that we are avoiding perhaps going to the doctor and finding out what's wrong in order to rectify the situation. Okay, there's something here that needs to be communicated. Also, again, speaks to someone who is either not communicating well, or literally withholding the truth, not speaking up. Why this might be happening? Let's see what's going on with Pisces. This could also relate to a child or a younger relative who is very imaginative or creative, and perhaps weaves untruths into their storytelling or their recap of what took place. So, it could be someone who's younger or just immature. And when they tell a story, they don't tell the full story, or they add things, they embellish a lot. Could be very dramatic, or, could exaggerate when we are retelling a tale. Like, it could be a child who's telling tall tales at this stage in their life, okay? But yeah, if it is a child, of course, there's a lot of innocence and very a lot of creativity attached to this. Perhaps they need more of a creative outlet, an artistic outlet. Um, you know, writing, acting, acting out plays. More demonstrative forms of creativity to yeah, give this imagination space to grow where it doesn't so much interfere with like day-to-day activities or real life conversations, right? Things about, to separate, teaching them to separate fact from fiction, that there's a time and place for everything. Interesting, the Emperor. I was getting this earlier, that you may be very well be connected to a fire sign, strong Aries. Of course, could be a Leo, Sagittarius, but strong Aries could be a prominent Aries in your life, or a prominent fire sign. If not, also Taurus or Capricorn energies here. Someone who is a boss, or the boss of themselves, or claims to be the boss of the situation. Someone could be very stubborn or adamant about having things done their way. This is also someone who doesn't care what people think. They don't care if people are speaking behind their back. They don't care what people believe or say about them or think about them. They are fully themselves. You could find this person, arrogant and or inspiring. It depends on how you view them. Okay, but a lot of self-confidence here. Somebody who knows what they want and has the means to achieve it or attain it. You could be, for some of you Pisceans, you could be a masculine energy surrounded by a lot of feminine energy, right? And if it's not woman, it's just that you are in active, action oriented mode, or that's your frame of mind, or your default position is to take action, and the people around you are in yin energy, more receptive, non-action, um you know maternal energy, like, yeah, just more quiet approach, passive, more passive energy. And it could be frustrating, and or it can be the thing that is propelling you to the spotlight, that a lot of people around you are inactive or not taking action in some way, and because you step forward, um you end up taking on a lot of you get a lot of attention, or you will be getting a lot of attention when you step up, when other people are backing away. When you step forward, like you take on that Aryan energy of forward movement, forward action. Okay. Mm. But someone here is very much in control. Hermit in reverse. Yeah. So the hermit in the upright would have been seeking enlightenment, taking time away, retreating, studying, learning, investigating, in order to find answers. So I feel like if you did any kind of investigation, you turned up empty-handed, in terms of, if like we were investigating someone else, or we're not doing that in our work with the well and the hermit in reverse. We're not doing that, the real work. Okay, the real work is not being done. In-depth work is not being done. It's very surface. Perhaps on the outside, this is what you're portraying, even though it's not how you feel. You could be portraying, or exuding confidence, right? Making it look as though you are on top of the world, that you're in charge, that you're the king of the hill. But really, there's a lot more inner work that needs to be done for us to actually, we're not really feeling that way on the inside, but it's how we're perceived. Speaking a lot about stepping into other people's perceptions here. You know, this can go both ways. You're either stepping, some of you could be stepping into the perception that other people have of you. You're fulfilling a role that you know or you believe other people have of you, the vision they have of you, their expectations of you. But it's surface, you don't feel it, you're doing it because. And then others of you, um, this is what you're showing the world, okay? You're showing this to the world even though you're lacking confidence at this time, because there's some truth here we're not addressing. Interesting. Hangman in reverse. Now, this deck is not fully reversed. I'll show you. Okay. It isn't. Okay, there are only a few cards that are reversed in this deck while I'm shuffling. So, the Hangman in reverse. Again, the Hangman speaks to another card of enlightenment. Now, these are major arcana, right? All of these are major arcana. So, it's quite powerful energy, but we're not managing this energy well, or we are avoiding some real enlightenment and real truth, because that's what the hangman does as well. He stops to look at things from a different perspective, gains enlightenment before moving on. He's not trapped where he is, right? He's leisurely hanging upside down. His arms are free enough to play a song, line with a bird, hang out with a bird, right? He could untie himself at any point in time and move on with his journey, but he's choosing not to. In the reverse, someone is not taking the time, right? Someone is not taking the time to reflect, not taking the time to figure out a different way to approach people or this particular situation, right? There is an alternative route. So if this is you, I would say to you, don't feel trapped. Don't feel like you're cornered. You have options. The question is, are you willing to face that option and take it? You know, do you have the energy to be the better person? Do you have the strength and the will to speak your truth to the people who may think badly of you, or, spread rumors about you? Mm. But this energy is persisting, so I don't see you or the person involved making any major moves within the next 2 weeks. There is a bit of a standstill while we keep up with the Joneses, kind of, or we sort of, you know, we put up a front for a little while. We need to put up a front for a little while before we can really face these harsh realities. Okay. So let's get some advice, seeing as it does feel like it's a bit of a struggle. Yeah, bit of a struggle. Look at that. Four of Cups, not wanting help. Not wanting help. Right? Resisting any form of help or assistance, not interested in what other people want, how maybe the way in which people are trying to assist. You don't want anyone bothering you. You don't want to hear from anyone. I just feel like, yeah, you're trying to do a lot on your own. You're trying to do too much on your own. Pisces, what can assist you right now moving forward? What advice can I get for you, Pisces, to help you with this? The Lady of the Lightning, again in reverse, avoiding truth. Avoiding. So here's the thing, the advice. If this goes on, there's going to be a blow up. If this continues as is, and someone doesn't speak up, or you don't speak up, and you don't face the truth, right? And you don't stand up for yourself despite what others think, and you don't take the time to dig deeper and get to the root cause of everything that's taking place in your life, or a major particular issue that is taking place in your life, there's going to be a blow up moment with the Lady of Lightning in reverse. So she comes to clear the air and she assists us to do that for ourselves. But if we avoid it, she's like the tower. She's the change we keep avoiding, taking the action steps to make the change ourselves. And the universe needs to push through. And so it forces the change on us. And it's way more chaotic than it needs to be. It's way more chaotic than it needed to be or needs to be, than if we should have done it ourselves, or this person should have done it themselves at the right time. So, I feel like your intuition is maybe screaming at you. It's not even like a whisper anymore, it's a shout. And to pay attention to that. All right, surprise, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift, right? Total paradigm shift. And that's what a lot of these cards are talking about. And a whole new perspective, an enlightened approach, a different approach, changing the way we speak, communicate, getting to, not avoiding the depths, not avoiding, if it's your mother, all this is about a relationship to mom, that we stop avoiding this conversation with mom. We stop avoiding visiting with a family member who helped raise us, or going back home and dealing with family, right? So, yeah, Pisces, I mean, don't self-sabotage here. I feel like you are naturally, of course, very intuitive, very psychic. It's like you are fully aware of when you are on the wrong a path that feels wrong to you, or you're doing things that you are aware are not the best for you, taking part in activities that don't make you feel good at the end of the day. And I feel like this message is quite stern, so I'm not going to try to lighten it up. I'm going to give it as I get it, because maybe it's what some Piscean out there needs to hear. um the warning with this kind of energy, right, is that if we are spiritually conscious, right, if we are at a stage in our life where we are quite spiritual or quite conscious of the karmic scales of balance in the universe, the laws of give and take, the laws of you reap what you sow, you know um you know I just heard goodwill to all men. If the laws of goodness and kindness and compassion, right, if we are conscious of all these things, right, of good versus evil, positive versus negative, dark versus light, if we are spiritually aware and or conscious of these things, and we are actively choosing to do the thing that we know is going to make our life or someone's life more challenging, or we're actively choosing not to do the right thing, knowing we are consistently doing something that it feels wrong, is wrong, we know, we are aware of our misdeeds, or we are aware that it's not the right thing, we are aware we should be honest, we are aware that we're not in alignment, our mind, our heart, our feelings, our soul is not in alignment with the things we're doing or not doing, the repercussions of that are greater, right? the repercussions of taking that route are more severe for the person who is conscious than the person who is unconscious. What's that thing it says, that prayer? Um, when Jesus says, "For they know not what they do." Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. What if you know what you're doing, right? The lesson is going to be much harsher. Like in terms of universal energy, in terms of karma. All right, so be very mindful of that. Okay, maybe that's a jolt someone needs to hear right now before this progresses any further. Take some time to think about that now, so that the coming weeks we avoid a tower moment. We can mitigate it. We can minimize the severity of this. All right, because there's some change that is inevitable. Okay, and I'm just saying it may be in your best interest to initiate the change, or to have the conversation, or to bring the truth up, than have the change happen to you. All right, so a closing card for Pisces. Closing card for Pisces. How beautiful. The holy mountain. Look at that. See that dude up there? Let me get it to focus. See him? Right? In total alignment. Eclipse energy. So, a lot of people were affected by the recent eclipse. There's a full moon coming up. Right? So, these energies could have been affecting you a lot, and or the experiences you've been having. No one really escaped lessons attached to these astrological movements. But yeah, the holy mountain is a call for you to rise above, get a bird's eye view, the mountain view, to look at your life as a whole and everyone in it, in its entirety as a whole, and reconsider what your role is in your own life. Okay, take some quiet time to meditate on this before you move forward. There could be, with the number 7, it's about spiritual knowledge, research. Okay, wisdom gained through study. So if you have a spiritual text that you are familiar with, that you love to return to it, maybe you might find a passage or some guidance in that. Or if there is a spiritual guru that you are drawn to, that you listen to maybe some of their talks or reread some of their works, try to find some answers through prayer and spiritual wisdom, innate spiritual wisdom, to reconnect with it. And or I'm feeling a strong energy of finding a coach or reading scriptures or texts or something to help center you and focus. Like, get yourself into alignment with your true desires. All right, that the actions that you take, the words that you say are more in alignment with your feelings and desires. Okay, and look at the effect that you're having on not only your immediate surroundings, but as a whole, how you're affecting the whole, everyone you're connected to, and how your behavior, words, or connections might be affecting how you are perceived. Like, what are you trying to project into the world is what I'm trying to say. Right? Who do you want to be for yourself and for others? How do you want to be viewed? Let's take away any old narratives that other people have created for us and reclaim it for ourselves. Take control of it. Okay? Before we have the tough discussion, really get into a space where you're confident about where you are coming from. And that way it will be easier for you to clarify this to others. Okay? All right, Pisces, I hope this was helpful. It's quite intense. Um, I try to keep these to a certain length, so I'm going to have to cut it off here, but keep in touch. You know, I'm always happy to hear from you all if the readings happen to resonate with you. And yeah, if this did connect and assist in any way, please feel free, if you're not already, to subscribe, to like, and visit me on Instagram. I do spend more of my time on Instagram than on any other social media sites, YouTube included. So yeah, you can check me out there and you'll see updates on any specials I might have for readings or any other little daily readings I might post on Instagram. Okay, Pisces, take care till next time. Bye.